today's generation, there are tons of definitions of dating. I know my definition. I'm pretty familiar with my girls' definitions, but I want to know you guys' definition of dating. Like, what do you consider dating?
For me, I always consider dating to be like pre-screening. You know, like you just trying to fill a person out. You trying to get to know them. Kind of, you know, basically see if you don't mind spending some time with this person and building some type of friendship. That's typically how I consider what I consider to be dating. What about you?
I consider dating to be different because it doesn't seem like it's the cultural norm today because the Netflix and chill. But I think once you find a person that you would want to consider dating, I think it's more of exchanging conversations, going out, being excited to make time and plan with them to know clearly that you're building to something that has some meaning in the future.
So do you like? Are you one of them people that would date multiple girls at the same time? Is that how you look at it?
Honestly, Ramel, I totally vow against that a little bit because of the simple fact I don't think you can really date someone and get to know them and give them the honest perspective of them and really seeing if it can work while you also got outside interference.
I'm the same way. Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, and it's expensive. I'm gonna be real with you. It's expensive to court multiple women at the same time. For me, the pre-screening, you know, type of time period is more so who's gonna make it to that point where I want to spend, you know, consistent time with you. You know what I mean? Like, but I can't say I'm gonna date you and then I'm putting energy into you, but I'm also putting energy into someone else because I'm not fully committed to seeing where this can really go. If we just hanging out and being friends, you know, and having a good time, then that's one thing. But once it gets, you know, to a point where I'm really, you know, think something could be there, then I want to, you know, block out some of them other girls and then just kind of focus on you. But I think the word dating is so loose in our generation that, you know, as soon as you take a person on one date, then it's like, oh, we dating. But to me, when you say dating, it's just a little more serious. It's a whole little weight behind it. You know what I mean?
It's just a clear definition of what the woman calls it. And I'm pretty sure you'd agree.
What that mean?
One date to us can mean very many different things to you guys.
So how do you know, or when do you determine that you are dating that one person?
I think between two people, it has to clearly be defined. Are we dating? Are we just casually getting to know each other? What is the plan? But without that conversation and not having that conversation, you'll be remiss to yourself to say that we're dating.
Yeah, I definitely think it's a communication thing. It's about those two particular people who are in this situation, you know, discussing and having a conversation about where they are. Like the big thing is like titles, and my thing is, you know, it's not so much about the title, but it's about the understanding the two people have about what that title means. You know what I mean? So like, if me and the girl that I'm hanging out with or spending time with consider ourselves to be talking or just getting to know each other or just chilling, but we got a good vibe and we comfortable with that, that's cool. You know what I mean? Whereas another two people, they might, you know, both be going out and hanging out with multiple people, but they still consider themselves dating. If that worked for them, that's them. You know what I mean? And I just think, like I said, it's just important for those two people to decide what works for them.
I guess the larger question would be, Monique, is do people date?
What do you think? Do people date? Well, I have a question before we get into that. So, can you tell me how dating has been for you? Like, what's your experience with dating?
Just like Ramel has said, I think dating is quite expensive. And the reason I say that is, let's just shot back about 3-4 years ago. If you were trying to date multiple people, you take them out, movie is probably about $12, going out to eat, if they want a beverage or something like that, could be $50. So you're spending about $75 for a date that you may or may not like. And then let's say if you're trying to do that Friday and Saturday and rest on Sunday, it can be pretty costly to me. So when I say, ask the question, do people date? It's very costly to date.
But and then what about this? Like, if you have a woman who has her mind made up that only certain venues and certain places are considered a date. Like for me, if I'm screening you, I'm just trying to go to a bar or go somewhere like, you know, maybe TGI Friday, something just real common. Let's sit down, eat some food, and get to know and talk. You know, some certain women might be offended by that.
I can promise you probably won't get that second.
But you see what I'm saying? But my thing is, why should I invest a certain amount of money? You know, I'm just, for you, you're not taking no losses. It's just a free meal. And then especially when you got women out here who are specifically taking dates to get that free meal. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So like, as a man who is cognitive of that, like, I'm not gonna be that guy that's taking this woman out and that woman out, getting her a free meal, a free movie, this and that, and then she going to go chill with her ex and she still ain't over. You know, I'm not gonna do that. You know what I mean? Like, to me, if we just getting to know each other, if I say let's just go grab some coffee, I don't drink coffee, but some people do that. You know what I mean? Or let's just go, to something that's common, or Applebee's or a TGI Fridays, or something that's right up the street, something that's not super extravagant, and let's just eat some food and talk. Then it shouldn't be an issue. You know what I mean? But then, like I said, with dating, every woman has her own little standards of what it looks like. You know what I mean? And it could be difficult from my point of view to kind of sift through all that.
So when you guys are out, let's say you're out at a bar or at an event or something, and you see an attractive woman that you want to approach, like, tell me how is that? Set the scene for me. What you going up to her? What you want to say? How you want to initiate that to potentially date her if you're interested?
Well, you know we can't be really telling you the handbook, but for me,
well, just give me a little bit.
My scout is a little different. My scout is more of, I tend to watch the atmosphere, and if it's a lounge or club setting, I tend to watch it. And the reason I watch it is I normally like to talk to the person that's seemed to be hard to get, the one that 3 or 4 guys then came up to her and she don't reject them or not paying no interest. Oftentimes I'd have been in the club in my yesteryears and I go stand right beside her, not interested, acting like she don't exist, because it seems like to me more women tend to be interested in the person that makes them feel like that they don't exist. It's worked.
Why do you think that's so?
Because I often say, even in dating, I think most times once you tell a woman that you love her and care, I feel like they had an upper hand. And with that upper hand, most times the treatment becomes a little different, because it's as if they feel like they got you. So now
like, women say they want the nice guy, but they in my experience, women really don't be wanting the nice guy like that. Like, I've heard girls that say, oh, he's just too nice. Like, they curve that guy. Oh, he's cool. You go get food with him. Let him buy you some food. Let him, take you to the movies because you want to see the new movie to come out. But you're not going to take him serious though, because he's too nice. You know what I'm saying? So like, y'all want, true? But the dudes that y'all complain about is the dudes that y'all want. That's the dudes that y'all attracted to. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or just like
let's ask her. Let's not put ourselves out there without getting that perspective.
What's the question again? So you're saying that most females don't like the nice guy?
I think it's a nice majority of women, or a bunch of women out there who have had nice gentlemen that they've encountered who were interested in him, and for whatever reason he was just too nice, and that was like kind of the consensus of why they wouldn't want to pursue something more with them.
All right. And you said you pursue the female who has the most attention.
Oftentimes.
But I'm still trying to figure out why you do that.
I think as men, we're hunters. We're naturally hunters.
Okay.
And fixers at the same token. So I think we like the challenge.
So what makes your approach different than those other guys that she's turning down?
It's just granting a greater reward, because every woman, this is just my personal opinion, I think every woman want to be validated and feel special. So if, just like we sitting right here right now, and if you was having a conversation with just with male, but I'm sitting right here, you probably in your subconscious going to ask, what's wrong with me? Every other guy in here has talked to me or offered me a drink.
And that's your experience?
That's my experience, and most time my experience has been absolutely people right.
Because
when you feel some type of way?
But I'm gonna say, like, even approaching, I very rarely am going to approach, a woman. Like, I mean, think about the different spots. Like church, if I go to church, I'm not trying to speak to like, I'm there to listen to the word. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to pursue a woman at church. If we at the gym, women are already, how they are at the gym. They already feel like they're getting stared at. They already think that guys always trying to get at them. And a lot of women don't even like to go to the gym because they feel uncomfortable. So as soon as you approach a woman in the gym, you know what I'm saying, you already looking on, creep mode. So you're not really trying to mess with get at a woman at the gym. So, and then in the club, they might have the whole girls crew. So they already ready to dead you off jump. So like, when do you really, that's why so many people slide in the DMs. That's what you do. You sliding on the DMs, you on the Tinder, you on the Bumble, you doing whatever, because it takes that other things in those awkward situations out. Or even just a woman just walking by, like, they probably in their phone, or as soon as you even try to speak, you ever just try to be friendly to them? Oh, hey, how you doing today? I'm good. And then she just speed off on you. Like, she's not even looking to be open to conversation. Or, hey, what's going on with you? You might have a conversation with them, not even try to buy them a drink right off the rip. and they're like, oh, I got a boyfriend. Like, I ain't even, you know what I'm saying, ask you, you know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, you get shut down so quick in so many different situations that a lot of men don't even feel comfortable approaching a woman that they're attracted to get to a point, you know, to even date.
I understand exactly what you're saying, Romeo, but I think the challenge that men like ourselves and most men are against today is social media, and then let's just say reality shows. I think it do a horrible depiction of what relationships, dating should be today.
Yeah,
and
I definitely agree with that, yeah.
It makes those simple conversations a little more challenging. It forces you to have conversations or not have conversations that we probably wouldn't have had to have 10 years ago. So where a simple compliment can be as if it's some type of forward advancement, and it shouldn't be.
Yeah. And I just think, man, like it's just very difficult because it seems like I see a lot of women post things on social media about, oh, I want to, you know, a man who gonna court me and who gonna be old school, but they don't act old school. You know what I mean? Like your mama wasn't, you know, wearing the thong bikinis and twerking in VIP. You know what I'm saying, on the snap and the gram. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, they don't do none of the stuff that they mama did and grandmama did, but they want you to, you know what I mean? Like, or their expectation for a man is, I want to have a career. I want him to be a homeowner. I want him to have a car and all these things. But you don't have those same expectations for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I see that a lot. Like you.
Well, I remember honestly, I was following you. But I agree with the whole expectation of a homeowner. And I tell this all the time, no matter what platform I'm speaking at. When I talk to women or I pursue women, I always tell my friends, if you're dating someone and he's talking about 50-50, and he makes more money than you staggeringly, but he's saying let's split everything 50-50, I tell a woman to run, that's not the guy for you. I really believe that. Because I feel like a man that has a plan and a vision for you in dating, he's not going to say, let's go 50-50. He's going to say, okay, because let's just say an example, Monique, your 50-50 could be just making the bills and meeting it down the road. But what about the things, getting your nail done and stuff like that, other...
Well, I just think in general, that's like a individual thing that couple has to decide what works for them. You know what I mean? Some men feel comfortable taking on, you know, the bulk of everything or everything, and other people do it 50-50, but you know what I mean, I was just saying as far as just the expectations for dating and what people are looking for, I think in my, you know, experience of trying to date is that I run into women who are willing to eat so much off the table, but not willing to bring to the table as much as they willing to eat off the table.
I'm just trying to,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm just trying to find more women that can cook.
But that's what I'm saying. That like I hear women who say stuff like, you know, I want a man who's gonna open the door and do this and that. But then I run into women who say, oh, well, I don't know how to cook, but I'll learn how to cook for my husband. Like, how you gonna get a husband? Like, I need you to cook now. I need you to cook now.
Cook
like,
good side.
You want me to be? You want me to court you now, right? Oh no, I'm gonna court you when you my wife. Like, it don't make sense. Like you put the things and show me now. Like, I'm not trying to sit there and take you out to eat every single time. Like, can I get a home cooked meal? You know what I'm saying? Can I get invited and get a home cooked meal? Oh no, you can't come to my house. You know what I mean? Like for me, let me ask you this: at what point when you're dating a woman or going out with a woman, would you expect her to maybe put in some type of financial investment into the dates? So like if you're like when you're dating a woman, are you the type of man that you're gonna always pay for the date no matter what because you're the man and you think that's your goal?
For the most part, I'm obliged to when a woman offers.
Right.
I look for that more so now than her necessarily paying. Just the fact if she offers. That's something.
So that makes. So my thing is, after we done went on 3 or 4 dates, if you haven't at least offered or attempted to put money, my thing is we're both investing time in each other. But if I'm investing time and money, it seems like I'm investing a little bit more than you're investing, and then with the way this stuff is now, like I don't know if you're taking advantage of me or you just looking at me as a free meal, a free movie. So yeah, I'm going to be cognitive of those things, and I'm like, look, if you're not investing money or at least willing to say, oh, all right, well look, you bought dinner, I'll get the drinks. Don't worry about it, or I'll get the movie. At least offer it. Then if I say, nah, I got it, that's cool. But if you're not even offering, I'm looking at like, yo, like what you think I am? I got bills just like you got bills. I got a child. Like, why you feel so comfortable to continue to take money out of my pocket and not, sow into me the same way I'm sowing into you? I'm looking at it like that. You know what I'm saying?
So I got a question. Well, this is just, you hear this more than you would hear men say. You hear females say, it's no good men. Like you hear that all the time. But do you feel like there's no good women? Like, what's the ratio of quality and quantity for you guys?
I think there's plenty of good women out there, just like there's plenty of good men. The thing about it is finding the right one is difficult in general. You know what I'm saying? So I can meet a good woman. She may not be the right woman for me. You see what I'm saying? So I don't think it's a situation of there's not enough good men, enough good women. It's just it's people don't have the patience. You know what I mean? To wait out the processes, or they rush the processes to get to that relationship. So they end up pouring in all their eggs in a basket that was not the basket for them. Because nobody wants to date and learn and become friends with somebody. They want to go straight to, oh, I like you. You're supposed to be my boyfriend or girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? So you rush everything, and everybody that you like and vibe with ain't supposed to be your significant other.
Do you have a time frame on a dating process?
I think everybody should. I don't think it just runs.
Do you have a time frame on a dating process? So you vibing with somebody, it's been 6 months. I'm gonna just say 6 months. Like,
yeah, I think so. I think it naturally for myself and any man, if he has a plan for you as a future, yeah, it's gonna run its course. It's gonna be more of a sprint to get the relationship exactly where he wants it, and then after that point, whether it's marriage or whatever it may be, it'll become a marathon.
so I guess what I'm really asking is, you know, it's been 6 months. Like, are you strictly on a time frame, or are you like going off a vibe? So it's been 6 months, you still don't feel like you can be in a relationship, or it's been 6 months and in your mind, like within 6 months, you were supposed to be moving forward?
See, now I may be a different kind of breed of male, right? Dog in this fight, because I don't feel like in relationships, a genuine relationship, you can quantify by a time limit. I think you go off the vibes and what you're getting and what both people are putting in. And I think together you'll kind of know where the relationship is going. Now, this is honestly with good dating and good conversation and just fine-tuning whatever that plan is. And I think once you continue to do that in conversation and you date the right person, I think everything will plan out.
I agree with you, but I also think time also plays a part, because you can vibe with someone early on, but that don't mean you need to just dive in and just, you know, cut everybody else off and just pour all your whatever, because at the end of the day, time reveals all. You know, you got the honeymoon phase, and sometimes it takes time for a person to reveal who they really are, truly are, or it takes time for certain circumstances to arise that's going to show you how they handle certain things, and then you looking at them like, oh, so that's how you handle that. So you the type of person can't admit when you're wrong. You the type of person don't like to be wrong. You know what I'm saying? Some of that stuff you don't get early on, so you have to wait. Even though I'm like, yo, I'm really feeling this girl, I'm vibing with her, but I'm gonna just give it a little more time. You know what I mean? Or and then you gotta think about it. How often do y'all see each other? Are y'all long distance? Do y'all have a child? Is there children involved? Because if you got a child, you might take a little bit more time, because I'm not just, you know, dealing with you for me. You gotta be a potential stepmother for my child. So I'm gonna have to, you know, put the eyes on you a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, stronger in what I'm looking for, because you're not just for me, it's a us thing, you know what I mean? So I think all those factors play into, you know what I mean, time, you know what I'm saying, vibe, and when you're going to go to the next level with a particular, you know, person or whatever.
I think to answer your question, one of the things we can't forget or ignore is, just like Mother Nature, God has created things that just takes course.
Right.
And one of those things being is that we have 4 seasons. So I think you at least should date according to just like nature. See, so you can see everybody in their seasons. You know, you got a summer, winter, and a falls, and then sometimes they might spring up. You know what I'm saying? So I think you really need to date.
Hey, look, some people got seasonal depression. Yeah. you might want to know about that before you get too committed.
So, you know,
wintertime comes and she start getting a little withdrawn and isolated on you. You might want to know about that.
Well, I do appreciate you guys coming out and share your perspective. We're going to have you guys back, but we're going to have some ladies join us so that we can exchange dialogue between each other, so we can continue to talk about different factors or different issues that's relevant in millennial dating.
Sounds good.
All right,
Yep.
thanks.